Hey friends, it's UrsulasRevenge and happy Wednesday update day. Today is a day that a lot of people have been anticipating, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm sorry, I'm not that excited about the mules. I know, it's a little blaspheme, but let's go check them out and let's see if we can change my mind. I believe that they are hanging out at Steve's farm, but while we are on our way over there, I just wanted to explain myself. See, I think that the mules are very cute. I think they did a great job with their animations and the way that they look, like their model, their coat colors, and the variety of coat colors. Like, yes, more of that, please. I love how many coats they have just for the mule alone. There's eight of them. But the only thing that is giving me pause is the sounds. Now, I'm sure that they're great. I'm sure that they sound like mules should. However, I'm currently training a Zoni on my side account, and it is the most excruciating experience I have had as of late in Star Stable. It is bad. And to be fair, these horses did come out a while ago. Maybe they're not going to be quite as annoying. The thing about the Zoni that I don't like is just how grating the noise is to my ears. And while it doesn't really do it in like the idles or while you're moving in general, it does it when you rear. So if I run into something, it'll do it. When you're crafting something, like turning seeds into light, it will do its little guinea pig zebra sound every single time you craft something. You can interrupt the sound, but still, it's a lot. So I am a little bit nervous about the mules because I'm nervous that the sounds are going to be extremely annoying all the time. So now, I know that when I'm like riding around on the Zoni, I don't hear the sounds in idle. I also haven't really been idle that much. And honestly, a lot of the times when I'm training that horse, I don't even have my headphones on because I can't stand it. Now for the mules, I heard two different things. I heard that they will only do their sound when they are doing their special animations, their bucking, which I believe is the rear animation, plus their special trick, which there are two animations for. I'm assuming that it just alternates which one you get. So apparently, like the Zoni, you're only going to hear it during like those special animations and like your rear. However, I have also heard that they do make sounds during their idle just animations. That they do have, their little brays. So I'm a little hesitant. Those are really my only concerns with the mule. I think they're really cute. Again, I love the coat colors. And I also want to be clear that just because I don't like when horses are loud does not mean I think that they need to change it or tone it down. Because that's the thing. Just because I don't like something about this horse doesn't mean that it needs to change. It just means that it just might not be the horse for me, and that is okay because it is the horse for somebody else, and I think that's great. Okay, preamble aside, let's go look at these horses. Okay, so this is kind of where like the Pasafinos were. There are 4 on display. There's still an empty stall there. So we've got 8 colors in total. Okay, if I do get one, it's gonna be you. Let's take a closer look at these coat colors. So something worth noting, I'm not sure if this is an error or if it's just like just the difference. If I'm looking at like some of these hairstyles that don't have the tail attached to them, the tail is meant to be different. It is a little bit different, but I don't think it's not showing the tail that's shown with a little knot at the bottom that I think the Criollos have. I'm not sure if that's correct. So if what the preview is doing is correct or if this image is incorrect. But it doesn't match, so I'm not actually sure what the tail variation is supposed to be. So let's, like, for example, let's looking at the braids. This is the normal mule tail where it's a little thinner at the top and wider at the bottom. And then if we change to the other braids that should have a different tail, it does have a different fuller tail. It's just not the tail that's pictured here. So I don't know if this is the correct tail or if it's supposed to be something else. Just saying things as I see them. So we're gonna go through these animations. I mean, they look nice. Obviously, you can't 100% tell until you actually get in the game and start riding around on them. But like, you know, butt side looks like, you know, well animated for when you're riding. Expectedly bouncy. I mostly just want to talk about these special animations. Floppy groove, adorable. This, I think, what pace is this? Okay, yeah, it's your walk pace, but with a, you know, a little ear groove. And I believe you can do this indefinitely from what I've seen. So you can do an entire trail ride with floppy groove, which I think would be adorable. Okay, yeah. They're not showing me the actual sounds with the animations, which is kind of a selling deal breaker for me because I need to know if the sound's gonna be annoying or not. So I think that just kind of solidified that I won't be getting one today until I see how other people are riding around on theirs and being in the world with them and just seeing how loud and obnoxious and annoying the sounds are. Ah, okay. Here we go. So, hee-haw is your special animation, and there are 2 variations of this animation. So this first one almost looks kind of like a yawn. It's just like a big yawn. But the other one... Okay, so that's a little bit of a bigger hee-haw. It's not repeating now like it was before, though. Okay, well, there are 2 variations of this hee-haw. So it's one special trick with 2 random animations, which I think is really neat. And of course, as mentioned, they have a special gait, which is the floppy groove. Now, something that I want to point out about this horse has technically 2 special animations, even though it's 1, but there's 2 animations, plus a floppy groove, plus not shown here, but their buck is actually the rearing animation. So where most horses are going to rear, this one is going to have an entire bucking animation as their rear. So that's also technically a unique animation for this horse. All of that uniqueness, all of the sounds, and this horse is only 850 star coins. That is a huge selling factor for me, because normally a horse that has a special animation and a special trick are going to be upwards of 950 star coins, either I think 950 or 975. So this one has multiple animations above just the special gait and a special trick. And it's the least expensive of any horse that has multiple animations. So that's definitely a high selling factor for me. But again, without really knowing what the sounds are like, I can't make this purchase today, unfortunately. Now, my plan is to just kind of play it by ear. I want to see how other people are enjoying their mules. I want to see if they think that the sounds are a little bit much. And I just kind of want to exist in the world with other people who also have the mule, just to see, like, how bad is it idly for other players too? Because that's honestly going to fuel my decision if I even want to get one. So, that's all said. If you bought a mule today, let me know your thoughts in the comments. See if you can sway me, see if it's not that bad. I'm just really sensitive to some of the horse sounds in this game, like, especially if they're just, you know, it's just that, like, screechy high-pitchedness, you know? Like, I love the Frisians, like, rear sound when they're not in dragon mode. I love it. It's so good. But again, you only really hear it during that one animation, and that's kind of a big deal for me. Alright, back to my horse. Okay, so also in the news, because it was more than just mules today, there are a couple of new outfit sets. I believe these are in the global shop. They didn't actually confirm if they're in a store, but I'm assuming it's global shop. Yeah, okay, so very exciting. We actually have a new saddle pad shape, which of course I can't show on this horse. That was my bad. So we have a new saddle pad shape for Western saddles, and with it we have one full new set, but we also have a new set that's like a combination set. So it's got like one saddle, one bridle, but it's got 3 different saddle pad colors. I think these are really pretty. We also have clothing that matches these 2 sets. There's the line dancer set, which is hat, boots, pants, and 3 different colors of shirts that match the 3 new saddle pads. And the outfit that I am most excited for is this Jorvik Peaks outfit set. I am obsessed with this jacket. I'm obsessed with this hat. This mustard color was like my vibe all through high school and college. So literally top tier goals is just honestly this hat and this jacket. I love it so much. And also, a little fun detail about these boots. They're muddy. Look at that. Because, you know, like hikers, you're gonna get your boots dirty. This is honestly, I know a lot of people are going to be like, why would I buy dirty, muddy boots? But from an RRP standpoint, this is so good. Like, in my RRP, I am a gardener after all. So, like, having muddy boots is awesome for RRP. So, like, a little behind the scenes stuff. For my RRPs, I have, like, specific outfits that I use. And whenever I'm recording a video, I keep those outfits aside until I'm done editing the video, just in case I need to find them again. So I don't accidentally, like, you know, put the wrong hat or something with an outfit. But I have a page that is just, like, gardener outfits and riding outfits. And my main gardener, like, uniform that I have uses one pair of specific boots, which is, I think, like, the marshmallow toasty bonfire set from the Christmas recent set, like the green one, not the pink one. And I use those because they kind of look like work boots, but they're also dark and could be considered a little muddy. But now we actually have muddy boots, and I think that's so cute. But again, I understand that's probably not for everybody. Just like the mules aren't for me, muddy boots might not be for you. And we might as well just look at the pants. Cute little matching orange, like, stitching trim, which is very nice. I love this. Oh, and gloves. How cute. Fingerless teal gloves that go with your shoelaces. Adorable. I kind of need this. This is definitely going high up on my list. Moving on, we also have a change to name changes for your horse. So changing your horse normally costs 135 star coins. They briefly put this a little bit on sale when the Dragon Frisians came out because they released a whole bunch of new naming options. And they wanted to give a little bit of discounts for people who finally have the name option that they wanted for a horse to rename the horse that name. Well, they have since gone back, and as of today, name changes are now down to 65 star coins, but this is a permanent change. So if you ever need to change your horse's name, it'll no longer be 135 star coins. It is now 65 star coins eternally. And as a reminder, if you don't know where to change your horse's name, you can either visit a notary. There's one in Silverblade Village and one at Fort Pinta. I believe there's some other places too, but those are the two most notable ones I can think of. Or, much easier, oh, whoops, I forgot to do stable care this week. You can also change your horse's name by clicking on their name in their character sheet window. And also in the news today, it's bonus trail points week. So what that means is that from today, May 14th at 9 a.m. server time, all the way through Monday, May 19th at 9 a.m. server time, we will receive extra points for every activity we do along the Trailblazer track. So every main activity you do, your races, your championships, your chores, your quests, all those activities that we talked about in the last week's video, you'll get an extra 30 points per activity. So for your first 4, instead of getting 100 points each, you're getting 130 points each. And then so on down the line until you are ultimately getting 40 points for every single activity once you are beyond those 12 tasks. And then for your gatherables, instead of getting 1 point for your light, your recyclables, your Farrah's flowers, your garden flowers, you will instead get 3 points because you're getting a bonus 2 points per each gatherable. So 3 points per each gatherable, 30 bonus points for every activity. It is a great week and weekend to try and get as far as you can on the Trailblazer track, especially if you've missed out on the first week and you need to catch up a bit. Or especially if you're like me and you're a little bit crazy and you're trying to complete the Trailblazer track on 2 accounts. But anyways, bonus trail points going from 9 a.m. today until 9 a.m. Monday. So it's currently 6 a.m. on my server time, so it's not going to be active yet, but later today you will see those bonus points start raking in. And that is it for the news today. However, it is not the last thing that I want to talk to you about, because I've got some sneak peeks for you. So I know we just finished the last champion ranks, but the champion ranks window has been reset, and with it, it's got a little bit of information. So going over the champion rank set, we can see that there's going to be a new season at some point because the ribbons have been reset back to their question marks, and we have a new title as well as new ribbon name. So the next champion ranks is going to be called It's Summer Fun, and we have titles of new ribbons. We've got lupines, lantern, rainbow, fishing bobber, seahorse, disco ball, and butterfly and moth wrapping it up. On the main menu, we still have the previous ranks ribbons, so no spoilers there. These are also the shapes of the previous ribbons, so no guarantees if this is going to be the same rosette shape that we're going to be getting for Summer Fun. It could just be placeholder for now, so more to come on that, but just interesting that we've maybe got a new champion ranks coming sooner than we expected. Anyways, that is all I have for you this week. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video like this. I do try to cover every Wednesday update and more. Again, let me know what you think of the mules. Should I get one? Are the sounds really that grating and bad? Or are they like, you know, that frequent that it's going to become a problem? Let me know what you think. Next week teaser is the Dark Ceremony is being initiated, which is very exciting. We've got some new story quests coming up. I believe we also have a bazaar next week, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you all in next week's video. Bye!